Here with Tim Swartz and Brian Banafitemi, I'm Blake Suniga, and it's good to have you with us.
And now we take a brief look at the matchups for our tip-off coming moments from now.
Who doesn't love a good rivalry, guys? Especially between two teams in the same conference.
I know I do, because it always makes these kinds of games much more interesting.
I wouldn't be surprised if things got a little chippy tonight. I mean, I can't wait for this one.
Now here's Copper.
Fires the three.
And Collier pulls it down.
Pass to Williams. Back to Collier. McBride. Just 5 on the clock.
No good from 18.
That's a shot she's got to hit. You don't get too many better looks from that range.
A kick out to Copper.
Here's the three. Still looking for a first make after that miss. 0 for 2. Pass to Carlton. Williams. Collier with it. She's covered by Thomas. Inside.
Smith.
Yes, and it's Nafisa Collier picking up the assist.
An intimidating interior presence. Smith uses her toughness to get her way down low.
And this Minnesota franchise is built around their star, Nafisa Collier.
Well, you think about 2022, Collier played just 4 games. In the Lynx, they missed the playoffs. Last year, Collier took their game to another level, a first-team All-WNBA selection.
Alyssa Thomas attacking. Nafisa Collier with some nice D. Pass to Williams. The screen by Collier. And here's Carlton. Here's McBride. Shoots over Whitcomb. McBride misses.
That's too good a look to pass up there, despite the result.
Here's Uzan.
She's guarded by Williams.
Copper up top.
And good, as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Here's Minnesota. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. And Courtney Williams, here we go. And good that time.
Not messing around, just take it to the hoop strong. At 5'8", Williams is one of the best smaller finishers at the rim in the league.
Outside Whitcomb. Thomas a screen. Whitcomb with it. Now guarded by Collier. And it's out of bounds to the Mercury as Phoenix retains possession.
She had no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important because probably would have been a quick 2 points if she doesn't knock it out of bounds. So I love that effort level.
Now here's Thomas. Just 3 to shoot. 3-pointer. The rebound by Courtney Williams. The Lynx leading. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Down low. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
You know, some players struggle with the transition from college to pros, but not Nafisa Collier.
I mean, her rookie year was ridiculous. She led the league in minutes. She was an all-star as a rookie. Remember, Collier won a national championship in college, but she was used to the spotlight. She's coming to the league as an all-star level player, and we've seen her just improve.
The first one falls.
And when it comes to defensive prowess, There's not too many players that can impact a game like Nafisa Collier.
It gets overlooked sometimes because of her offense, but Nafisa is outstanding on defense. She's the kind of player that opposing coaches have to game plan for at both ends.
And good on both. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Outside Whitcomb. Copper, left side. And here's Prince. 5 to shoot. From deep, Satu Sabali. 1 up, 1 down. She makes her first shot in this game.
Oh, this is a shot Sabali can make with ease. She's also smart at knowing when to test her ring.
2 minutes remaining. First 2 minutes.
To the middle. Here's Collier. Up and in from the low block.
Very well done. Confident and composed, as always.
The Mercury trail. Now Whitcomb. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. To the right side. Now here's Prince. Defense right on her. And Carlton pulls it down. Outside Williams. Shoots over Whitcomb. Williams can't get it to go. Outside Whitcomb. Copper. Rebounded by McBride. Smith outside. Pass to Collier. And she drops in the layup off glass.
Great to see her score inside. Collier is an all-around forward, capable of scoring in a variety of ways, including in the paint.
Now here's Copper. To the inside. Sabali lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
What an alert play. It's just a great job of hitting her teammate on the move.
Williams with it. Pass to McBride. Smith. Screen by Smith. 6 on the shot clock. The shot by Collier, no good. It's 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. And the basket by Copper.
If you let Copper get comfy, get time, and get set, she'll just continue to bury these shots.
Now here's Collier, guarded by Sabali. Now here's Collier. The 3. That one doesn't drop. First quarter wrapping up here, and it's a tie game. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment. And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And from what we've seen from the Lynx, what's your take so far?
The work they've done to get in close offensively, the difference right now.
And I like that they aren't settling for outside shots. Just keep attacking the rim.
Very aggressive.
When you think about Phoenix Mercury basketball, Diana Taurasi's the first player that comes to mind.
DT's been in the Valley of the Sun since 2004, never leaving for another organization. She's been here so long. A few of her current teammates were in preschool when she joined Phoenix.
4 on the clock. Here's Heidemann. Drills the three-pointer. Phoenix with the ball. They trail by 3.
Pass to Mack.
Now here's Sabali. Prince. Top of the key. Rebound by the Lynx.
Outside Miller.
Shepard, good.
Well, that's a tough shot by Jessica Shepard. You got to give her credit for staying focused right there.
Pass to Prince. To the paint. Here's Brown. Soft touch off the glass.
Oh, man, she is so good at making those lead passes.
Minnesota calls a timeout. You know, we try to not play favorites, but the truth is we're all fans here. So, guys, who is your favorite player to watch?
This is easy. I got to go with Sabrina Ionescu, who's also from my hometown of Walnut Creek. She plays so unselfish, but also has an amazing three-point shot, so she can score in bunches.
Yeah, I'm a big Kelsey Plum fan. You know, I love players who can shoot, and Kelsey certainly can do that. But she also has other parts of her game that are very good. And, of course, I mean, lefties, they just make everything look better.
So the Lynx now. 3-point lead. Savali with the steal.
Pass to Uzan.
And the shot counts. She's fouled. That's a chance for a 3-point play.
Nice work inside. Hard to get that one to go over the bigger defender.
Well, it was never going to be easy. A little artistry on the inside.
Call it maybe a Rembrandt.
And in 2023, Minnesota finished as the 6th seed with a record of 19-21.
Well, Minnesota missed the playoffs in 2022, which ended their 11-year postseason streak. But they regrouped, and in 2023, they took the Sun the full 3 games in the first round, almost pulling off the huge upset. But what was most important was getting back to the postseason.
A skilled big with a creative touch. Defenders sure have their hands full with Shepard.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. She's off on the second.
And 2023 was a frustrating season for the Mercury, a 9-31 record.
The second worst record in team history as they missed the playoffs for the first time in 10 years. They were dead last in defensive rating. So if you want to talk about a big improvement, it's got to start there.
The Lynx trailing. Right outside. Pass to Heidemann. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
3 seconds. Mercury ball.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Sabali. 5 points in the game. Inside, Brown. Good work there as it goes.
Using her lengthy wingspan to her advantage, Brown is able to dominate down low.
And here's Heidemann. Pass to Shepard.
And here's McBride. Lets it go from deep. Her 4th shot, her 4th miss. Still looking for mojo tonight. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing in control.
Back to Sabali.
And she drops it in from the low post.
A mix of finesse and length gets Sabali the inside shot. Such a skillful player.
Pass to Smith. McBride. To stop the run.
Kept alive.
Shepard. The layup off target.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy because 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup.
Over to the wing.
Outside Sabali. Pass to Uzan.
6 to shoot. Brown. McBride covering. The fadeaway. The shot by Brown, no good.
Well, that's just not a sight you see very often because she has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when she's open.
Phoenix leading.
Here's Uzan. Pass to Copper.
Good. Score the basket. Marker 4 for 8 shooting. 50% so far.
Persistence pays off for Copper inside. Getting past the contact and right to a look.
Now here's Shepard.
And here's Kayla McBride from the arc. Knocks down the 3 ball.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Here's Sabali.
Pass to Uzan.
Lets it go for 14. It's hauled in by the Lynx.
Now Heidemann.
Misses the baby hook.
Here's Uzan. Back to Sabali.
And it's good for 2.
Because of Sabali's impressive physical skills, I'm never surprised when she pulls off these contact finishes.
Pass to Heidemann.
She got it up in time, but it just wouldn't fall for her.
And that does it for the first half of play.
Mercury out in front. They're up by 7. And don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. All right, the second half beginning in a moment.
And one player who's been getting it done, Leah Copper.
She went absolutely off those first 2 quarters, guys, and she's capable of doing that each night she hits the floor. We might see some changes here in the defensive approach they use as we hit the second half.
Well, they've got to make some sort of change, right? I mean, they can't let her continue to torch them like she has been.
Now the Lynx with it. 7-point differential.
Well, back in the early 2010s, the Lynx went on one of the best runs we've ever seen.
And forget, WNBA, we're talking one of the best runs in American pro sports history. From 2011 to 2017, 4 titles, 6 final appearances, sustained excellence we haven't seen since.
Now here's McBride. Bangs home the trifecta.
Can score from anywhere on the court, and McBride has really taken on that alpha personality type.
Thomas with the ball.
Covered by Collier.
And the basket by Copper.
That's where you like your shots to come from.
And here are the Lynx now. They trail by 6. Smith outside. Collier. And she gets the bucket. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half underway. On the wing, Leah Copper. Launches it. Minnesota grabs the miss. And here's Carlton. Quiet so far offensively, searching for first points of the game.
Don't underestimate Collier's ability as a distributor. She'll make passes that make you say, wow.
Now here's Thomas. Copper outside. Uzan. She's guarded by Williams. 5 on the clock. Thomas outside. Off target from 3-point range.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems.
Here's Uzan.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. To the inside. Here's Thomas. And so she draws the foul on the shot. Trip to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Nafisa Collier.
The key cog in this offense, Thomas embraces her role and really looks to score whenever she can.
Shooting 2.
She knocks down the first one.
I just can't get over the fact that Alyssa Thomas has been playing with 2 torn labrums for years now. I mean, talk about toughness.
Yeah, hence her one-handed shooting style. But she's an absolute warrior. She's not only playing through pain, she's doing it at an elite level.
So she hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
A popular topic in WNBA circles, player rights.
Yeah, the league has made some major strides in terms of freedom of movement, free agency, and also off-the-floor benefits.
Plus, we've seen salary increases, so it's been great to see these advances the last few years.
Now here's Collier. She's got 8. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Pass to Thomas. Now here's Sabali. Over Smith. And that one's good. Sabali.
An effective offensive weapon. I like when Sabali stays aggressive on this end and capitalizes from there.
Minnesota calls a timeout.
The Mercury making a switch here. So the Lynx now. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Here's Collier. And she uses the glass on the layup.
Uses every bit of her strength to overpower the defense. Collier does not fear contact.
Outside Whitcomb. Pass to Copper. Beyond the arc. Nailed from three-point land.
Well, the D sagged off, and no hesitation on her part to rise up and bury the three.
Williams with it. And here's Shepard. She's covered by Thomas. To the middle. Shot's good by Smith.
A player who can get creative offensively. Let's just say Smith knows what to do inside.
Well, the last title for the Mercury came back in 2014, and that team was historically good.
Maybe the best team in league history. 29-5 record in the regular season, 8-1 in the playoffs, and they had a stacked roster. Brittany Griner, Diana Taurasi, Dewana Bonner, they helped lead Phoenix to their second title.
Offensive rebound.
Great effort getting to the line from Collier. Part of what makes her so good, she can battle inside and hit those outside shots.
She's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Nafisa Collier, 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. So both teams making some changes here. He hits the second from the line. Phoenix in the lead.
Pass to Mack.
Sabali. And a miss there on the triple.
And here's Heidemann. Miller, guarded by Sabali. Outside Miller.
Now Collier. She's covered by Thomas. Shot clock at 5. Puts it up from 12. And the Lynx miss again. Left side, Sabali. The bucket is good, and she'll have a chance for one more.
Diamond Miller picks one up.
At the line.
Just wanting it more. Sabali is a determined player, a true worker.
She'll be shooting her first free throw of the game.
One shot.
And for Satu Sabali, her third season was a good one. She was named the 2023 Most Improved Player.
Yeah, going from 11 to 18 points per game, looking much more comfortable offensively. Sabali, first team all WNBA, one of the 5 best players in the league.
Here's Uzan.
Pass to Sabali.
Here's Uzan.
Prince, covered by Collier. Lets it fly from 18. Not enough on that one as it misses. It's Jessica Shepard on the wing. Here's Heidemann. No No good on the last second attempt there. 3/4 of play and a close game here. Mercury out in front. They're up by 3. And we'll have the start of the 4th quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And we're set to start up the action in the 4th quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. And here the Mercury. 3-point lead.
Pass to Mac. On the wing, Kalia Copper.
Misses the 3. Right outside. There's Heidemann. She's covered by Brown.
Heidemann, no good.
And it's the Mercury with the ball.
Here's Uzan.
Copper outside. Prince. They set a pick. It's over Miller. And it's Prince missing. Now here's Shepard. Prince covering. Down low. Shepard, good.
Showing off the muscle on that contact finish. Please tell me you didn't think a little contact would disrupt Shepard.
Here's Uzan.
Pass to Copper. Over Shepard. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Now here's McBride. Off target from the wing.
As far as, a jumper will go, that's as high percentage as it gets.
Seriously, I don't know how that one didn't fall.
Uzan misses.
You don't want to give up that kind of look often.
They're very lucky they didn't get burned.
Pass to McBride.
Shepard, the screen.
The drive by Kayla McBride. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Here's Prince. And that's collected by Kayla McBride.
He's having all sorts of problems with her shots.
Yeah, the words ice and cold come to mind with the way she's shooting the ball.
There's Heidemann. Over Brown. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
And the Mercury call time here.
All right, let's get to the court. Come on and get loud for your breaker guest crew.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Now here's Thomas. She's tightly guarded. Whitcomb misses. The Lynx trailing. Right outside. Pass to Carlton. Now here's Smith, guarded by Savali. Now here's Collier. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Copper outside. That's a basket. It's her 8th from the field. 8 for 14 on the night.
We've seen that Copper is capable of big things on offense. And I'm starting to think this is going to be one of those nights.
Right outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep three-point range. It's rebounded by Savali. And here are the Mercury. Here in the 4th, they've only allowed just 4 points. Leah Copper from outside. On her 15th shot attempt, she makes her 9th basket. Shooting a very healthy 60% tonight. And they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. They got to score.
Pass to Collier. Nafisa Collier draws the double team.
Tough break to the D. Took the hit and drew the whistle.
But she was late to get there. The ref couldn't give her a free pass on that one.
Now here's Williams. Pass to Collier. And so she earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and she'll shoot 2.
Such an energetic presence on the court. Keeping up with Collier is no easy task.
2 shots.
He gets the first, and that brings them within 5. And so she hits both.
She's got ice water in her veins, guys. No way she's going to miss from the line when the game's still hanging in the balance.
Now here's Thomas. Pass to Copper. Got a piece of it. Now Williams. Smith outside. Back to Williams. Now Collier. Nafisa Collier draws the double team. And here's Kayla McBride from the arc. Rebounded by Copper.
Well, it's not a bad look for her on that shot, but it just doesn't seem to be her night. And look, everyone has it.
Pass to Uzan. Would come with it.
Thomas, covered by Collier. On the wing, Leah Copper. That one falls, coming off Alyssa Thomas's feet.
Well, Copper can sometimes be a selective three-point shooter, so she must have been feeling that look.
Minnesota calls a timeout.
For Minnesota.
stride. Now a timeout called by Minnesota. Here's Williams. Pass to Collier. Shoots over Thomas. It's good! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Yeah, Collier shoots it with reckless abandon, putting it all on the line to produce for her team.
First team foul.
And the Mercury with possession. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter.
Here's Uzan.
Rebound by the Lynx.
No time to spare. They need a bucket.
And then a steal or foul to stop the clock.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And a foul called on the shot. Got her on the way up that time, so she'll shoot 2.
Third team
That
foul.
one on Sabali.
Using her high basketball IQ, Collier takes advantage of overeager defenders and gets to the line.
First free throw is good, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. Both shots good from the stripe.
They really have to have those free throws. It's down to a one-possession lead.
And they go to the intentional foul.
A smart foul there to try to extend the game.
Yeah, this isn't over, but the clock's as much of a problem for them as the score is right now.
They need some missed free throws.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 seconds.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So she goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Outstanding work at the foul line to make this a 2-possession game.
Minnesota calls a timeout.
Yeah, we're watching the huddle. I think the coach is telling them to take the easy points in a hurry, then foul as soon as possible.
Yeah, and you shouldn't just foul blindly, though. Go for the steal with all they've got before that.
Yeah, you could go for the steal for a second or two, then foul.
right outside. Fires for three. It's rebounded by Thomas. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for referee, Alyssa Thomas. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
She doesn't hit the first, and that was one they really wanted. She's got one more, though. And she does get the second one. And that increases their lead to 6. Williams with it.
Smith, guarded by Sabali.
And again, no good by Minnesota. And so it's Phoenix with the W. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
It really was. When this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what tough-minded squad they can be.
That'll do it for our broadcast, everyone.